every day I'm seeing signs that this election may just be up for grabs, which is extremely interesting to me, to say the least. Because, I've been predicting that Kamala's going to quote unquote win. Just like Brandon quote unquote won the last time. But I don't know. I mean, first there was Zelensky meeting with Trump, like, what the freak is that about? And then you got Obama so desperate out there trying to get the black people to vote for Kamala. It's like, that, supposedly the black community and the blue collar base, the hardworking base of this country, are Democrats. And yet they have to tell them who to vote for? Because in the past, Democrats always voted for Democrats. It was just a slam dunk. Didn't have to think about it. But, I think maybe they got a little scared when the union didn't endorse them, and the firefighters and the Border Patrol and some law enforcement agencies around the country have been endorsing Trump. They represent the heart of America. And I think that the Democrats are starting to panic that they've lost their base because they're putting out these hardcore ads now. I live in a liberal state, and it's an affluent state. I want to say that because of what the ad just said. The ad that I just said was like, oh, you cannot support Trump. He is going to bring us down because he is going to give tax breaks to the wealthy and not the middle class. And, he's all in it for him and his billionaire buddies. Okay? So they're trying to appeal to middle America when they're saying that. But it's kind of funny in my state, because there are a lot of wealthy Democrats in my state. And you would think like, well, wait a minute here. If he's going to give us a tax break, why wouldn't we vote for him? I mean, it's kind of funny. They will never support Trump. But it's just kind of ludicrous to run an ad like that against them when they're the ones that got the money. But they're missing the whole point. Trump, the last time, did give tax breaks to the middle class. And if he's saying that he's going to give tax breaks to the wealthy, I think they're missing the point of, he means corporate America. You've got to reduce the taxes on corporate America in order to keep the economy going, in order to give it a boost, actually. Because if you lower the corporate rates, those companies can afford to give you more money in salaries. They can lower their prices on services and products because they don't have to pay it to the government. It's basic economics, and it's good for the country. And to turn something around that is good for the country into something that's bad, it's just incredible to me. It's there's no accounting for how people think anymore. But I'm glad to see that I think some people are thinking for themselves. There was a lot of pushback with Obama trying to get the black people to vote for Kamala. People have had enough. It all comes down to economics. They're paying too much money for their food, for their gas, for their rent, for their mortgages, for whatever. It's hitting them every day. And you can't run away from that. You can't sugarcoat that and say, that's Trump's fault. I don't think so. You're the ones that's in office now. That's your problem here that you created. And people are seeing that. Now, the election outcome is going to be very interesting. And unfortunately, I think because it's going to be so interesting, it's probably not going to be peaceful. If the left loses, there will be violence because the left are violent people. If the right loses, I don't know. Historically, they are not violent people. But like I said, you can only push people so far. And when you get to the point where you've got nothing else to lose, that's not a good place to be for the person that's pushing. You don't want to push somebody that has nothing left to lose. That's not a good tactic. But so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Me personally, I think I'm going to try to find a bunker where I can just hang out for, most of November or until ever everything clears. Go Could you just let me know when it's safe to come on up and get some air? Thanks.